Board of Education is called to order at 7:06 p.m. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The oath will now be administered to the Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Manzo, if you could come down here, please.
I, Paul Manzo, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of Superintendent of Schools according to the best of my abilities. Thank you.
Now we're doing the call for nominations for President and Vice President. I am requesting nominations for the position of Board President for the 2024-2025 school year.
Nominate Michael Dorgan as Board President.
Okay. Who seconds the nomination?
Second. For second. Second.
Oh, okay. We have a motion made by Mr. Sassone, seconded by Mr. Ruland, to appoint Mr. Dorgan to the position of Board President. Are there any other nominations? No. All in favor?
Aye.
Now, Mr. Dorgan, would you come so I could administer the oath to you, please?
I, Michael Dorgan, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of Board of Education President according to the best of my abilities.
I am requesting nominations for the position of Vice President of the Board of Education for the 2024-2025 school year.
I nominate Stephen Ruland for Vice President.
I second it, and it's not Mr. Ruland's then, it's me.
Okay. We have a motion made by Mrs. Champy, seconded by Mr. Zachary, to appoint Mr. Ruland to the position of Vice President. Are there any other nominations? All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Ruland, would you please come down?
I, Stephen Ruland, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of Vice President of the Board of Education, according to the best of my ability.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie. 7.1, designation of the day for Board of Education meetings. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby adopts the attached schedule for Board of Education business and workshop meetings for the 2024-2025 school year. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Does anyone need anything removed from the consent agenda? Not hearing any. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education approves the consent agenda items number 10.1 through 12.4. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
13.1, Board Liaison Appointments. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby approves the Board Liaison appointments for the district-wide committees for the 2024-2025 school year. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
So be it resolved that the Board of Education hereby moves to the regular business meeting. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Start this meeting. I'm going to start the Board of Education regular business meeting for today. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Manzo.
Thank you, Mr. Dorgan. So we've had an exciting year with numerous achievements across all grades K to 12, ranging from academics to performing arts and athletics. We've had a very successful year. A huge thank you to our dedicated staff, supportive families, parent groups, our Board of Education, and our hardworking students for making this past year a huge success. We're thrilled about the upcoming year, and certainly looking forward to a lot of great things happening. Currently, summer school registration is open and is being offered both virtually and in person to accommodate the needs of all our families. Additionally, our K-8 summer enrichment program will kick off on July 8th, and we are eagerly anticipating its start. Is it July 8th, right? I'm sorry, July 15th. I take that back. I apologize. At this time, I will turn the floor over to Dr. Belts for public hearings on the district safety plan and the code of conduct.
Thank you. The district are required to develop a district-wide safety plan designed to prevent or minimize the effect of serious violent incidents, emergencies, and to facilitate the coordination of the district with local and county resources in the event of such incidences or emergencies. The district-wide school safety plan was developed pursuant to Commissioner's Regulation 155.17. The district-wide plan is responsive to the needs of all schools within the district and with the more detailed emergency plans required at the building school level. Last week, I had the opportunity to attend a training on the proposed changes to the Commissioner's regulations. This training was sponsored by the New York State Center for School Safety. All of the adjustments that will be made public and adopted at the August 27th meeting. Some of these amendments include definitions included into the plan for trauma, trauma-informed, and trauma-informed drills. In addition, it references including bus drivers and monitors to the school-wide safety planning team. It establishes procedures regarding notification of drills to parents, which we currently do include in our plan. It requires that drills and training be conducted in a trauma-informed, developmentally and age-appropriate manner, not to include such things as actors, props, to simulate incidences such as school shootings or violence and emergency. And again, students and staff must be informed when conducting the drill, and it identifies policy for communicating potentially violent incidents to parents. In addition to the district-wide plans, there are proposed amendments to the building level emergency response plans. These emergency response plans are confidential. Each of the schools have their own individual plan that get sent to New York State and are provided to the first responders. It's required that floor plans and area maps that are submitted as part of the plan are more detailed. There's more information that needs to be included in each of these. Floor plans, specs, and the areas outside of the school building. It also requires that drills and training be conducted in a trauma-informed, developmentally and age-appropriate manner, not to include actors' props to simulate, again, the incidents of violence and emergency to students. Again, it is anticipated that the proposed amendments will be presented for permanent adoption from July Regents meeting, and that we will follow up at our August 27th board meeting for approval. Thank you.
Questions from anyone? No? Thank you, Dr. Lewis.
The next public hearing will be on the Code of Conduct.
Me again, there it is. Okay, each year, the Code of Conduct must be reviewed and updated. Teachers, administrators, students, community members, and parents are part of our District Safe Committee that reviews and updates the documents in conjunction with our District Council. The purpose of the Code of Conduct is to create a safe and welcoming environment for students and staff, promote inclusivity and respect for all individuals, ensure compliance with safe legislation, and provide guidelines and expectations. The following updates were made to our Code of Conduct. Student rights. There was addition of some verbiage in regard to rights on an equal basis. Under essential partners, additional verbiage about the Board of Ed to provide programs to support the Code of Conduct. Under prohibited student conduct, the updates include disorderly conduct, such as disrupting and interfering with teachers' authority over the classroom, insubordinate behavior, such as failing to vacate school property, disruptive behavior, such as creating loud disturbances engaging in behavior on school grounds, such as using cannabis or cannabinoid products, having, using, selling, or exchanging of drug paraphernalia. Academic misconduct, such as altering the work of others without permission, and inappropriate use of artificial intelligence. Corporal punishment remains strictly forbidden. However, in situations in which immediate intervention involving the use of reasonable force is necessary to prevent imminent danger or serious physical harm to the student or others, physical restraint may be used. The use of physical restraint is subject to the outline in the Code of Conduct. In an instance when physical restraint is used, persons in parental relation must be notified, and school personnel shall meet with staff members and follow guidelines set forth in the Code of Conduct. Additional updates of public conduct on school property includes smoking of any kind, it's prohibited, and animals other than service animals, profane language or gesture, threatening behaviors, fighting, intimidation, and there's an additional list of approximately 20 behaviors that should not be conducted on school property. In addition to the Code of Conduct, administrators and social workers work to enhance the guidelines for the implementation of the school discipline policy. The code creates a 4-leveled system to emphasize student accountability and behavior. The goal is the prevention of a recurrence of an unacceptable behavior by helping students to learn from their mistakes, understand why the behavior is unacceptable, acknowledge the harm that they may have caused or the negative impact of their actions, understand what they could have done differently in a situation, take responsibility for their actions, be given the opportunity to learn pro-social strategies and skills to use in the future, and understand that more intensive consequences and interventions will take place if unacceptable behavior persists. As I mentioned, the social workers and administrators worked at creating this leveled system of consequences, if you will, and level 1 is classroom support and student support. It incorporates school-wide and classroom practices that promote the development and practice of pro-social behaviors, self-discipline, habits of learning, and healthy well-being. Through observation and immediate response, teachers aim to prevent minor discipline problems from becoming major disciplinary incidents. Level 2, classroom support, involves targeted interventions, assigned consequences when a student's behavior violation warrants a more focused behavioral response beyond the immediate situation or incident in the classroom or other location. Assigned consequences can include assignment to an in-school suspension. Levels 3 and 4 involve behavior violations that seriously jeopardize school and classroom safety and order. Students who are experiencing high risk or pervasive behavioral, academic, and physical and mental health concerns are assigned more intensive, individualized interventions. And that is the update to the district's Code of Conduct. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wells. Any questions? No? Thank you. Board President to advise members of the audience that they may address the board regarding agenda items after the superintendent's report. Only those members whose names and addresses are listed on the sign-in sheet available prior to the start of the meeting will be recognized during the business. The chairperson will limit discussions of any item by the public to 3 minutes in order for the board to expeditiously conduct its business. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Dorgan. Again, Dr. Bells, thank you for the presentations, and to you and your team for putting the work together. Administrators and the teaching staff did a fantastic job. Our social workers went above and beyond and really did a lot of research to ensure that we are addressing student behaviors, keeping our campus safe and our students and staff safe as always. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Do any public comments on agenda items only? Seeing any? Certified personnel, be it resolved that upon the recommendation of Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby approves the resignations, termination, leave of absence, position abolitions, employment appointments, tenure appointments, and salary changes in accordance with applicable provisions of education law and civil service law as cited in certified personnel attachments. Any motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Dr. Rohr?
Thank you, Mr. Dorgan. It gives me great pleasure to welcome the new staff and faculty to our East Islip family. Congratulations to all of you. And many of you are here tonight with your family and friends. So if I could start by introducing our new assistant principal at the East Islip Middle School, Mr. Nicholas Spiegler. You can stand and say hi, everyone. Congratulations. We also have several of our new teachers here tonight. Welcome to East Islip as well. Emma Glukowski, you can stand. Kayla Kellican and Lauren Franceschina. Congratulations to you and welcome. We wish you many years of success here at East Islip. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Rohr. Non-certified personnel, be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby approves the resignations, termination, leave of absence, and position abolitions, employment appointments, tenure appointments, and salary changes in accordance with applicable provisions of education law and civil service law as cited in the non-certified personnel attachments. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Does anyone need anything removed from the consent agenda? Okay. Consent agenda items 9.1 through 9.17. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby approves consent agenda items numbers 9.1 through 9.17 in accordance with the action presented for each item. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. So I just want to take a moment and just address what happened there in the consent agenda. The board just approved a recent action item regarding the Board of Regents' proposed amendments to the mixed competition rules. The board just approved a letter that will be sent by the Board of Education to the New York State Regents expressing our strong opposition to these changes. We strongly urge the Board of Regents to reconsider these changes to the mixed competition rules to protect female athletes and female athletics. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby approves the attached list of appropriation changes for the 2023, 24, 2024, 25 school year. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye. And by the way, a lot of those changes were for awards for our sports teams because it did so well. We didn't budget enough for the awards for the teams. So congratulations to all East Islip Athletics, our coaches, our kids, our players. What an excellent year all of you had. So congratulations to all of you.
Yes, thank you. Old business, anyone have any old business? No? New business, Dr. Bells?
Periodically throughout the school year, I work with our school attorneys to review, update, or abolish board policy. Tonight, we're talking about abolishing the board policy 9160 and 9560, personnel records and optional payroll deduction. For personnel records, it is dictated by law that we keep personnel records, so that is why we are abolishing that particular policy. And in terms of the optional payroll deduction, it is not required and recommended to be abolished. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bells. Anyone else have any new business? No? Public comments, Stephanie?
No.
Thank you. The next Board of Education regular business meeting will be held Tuesday, August 27, 2024 at 7 p.m. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.